So let's just get this straight. He worked very hard for his accomplishments to be able to yell at people, right? I mean, that's
Can I say two things? I always want to unburden myself, but usually I don't do it at the after show. Two things. One, Frank Luntz came on today and said the Tea Party is against military spending, and I should have challenged him on that. That's not always true. The Tea Party does not have a block position on anything, and I know a lot of people who identify themselves as Tea Party who don't feel that way. B, Alec Baldwin, obviously pompous and crazy and all that. Very funny. I will say that. I probably should just say that.
Oh, yeah, very funny on 30 Rock, and he's won a couple of Emmys, right? Very funny.
And he has 40, 50 paparazzi camped out outside of his home sometimes. So, I think that would stress me out, too. But the reason that they're showing up is because he behaves this way, and it's TV gold.
Yeah, if he didn't do that, nobody would be there. There are people who are far more famous than Alec Baldwin.
No, that's true.
And people aren't camped outside their places.
Yeah, and it's not licensed to act that way. It's not licensed to talk like that.
Well, it's just the opposite, actually. If you're well known and you make a lot of money, being charming and handsome and funny, it's incumbent on you to take all the anger and rage and nastiness and to stuff it deeper down.
How do you do
inside?
Yeah, how do you manage?
Well, there are no expectations on me. I actually like people.
Funny and handsome.
No, I don't.
He just tussles his hair.
If I was a jerk, no one would be surprised. Like, I always thought he was a jerk. But Alec Baldwin, no, I actually like people. I like meeting people, but nobody's camped outside my house, obviously, or is ever going to be. But no, you're not supposed to be that way if you're like some famous movie star.
Well, here's the other question. Why do we care if he's nice or not nice? Honestly. Why has this been a story all weekend on the show?
Well,
I mean, I get that there's some good drama
of this woman who's just trying to do her job. I mean,
of course, but I mean, we're kind of keeping that thing going.
Well, part of it, I would say, part of it is politics. I mean, if your politics are like, this country's not compassionate enough, and we're leaving people behind, and you don't really care, but I care, and I have a claim of moral superiority over you because I care more than you do. Okay, then how do you actually treat people? Not
100%.
very well.
Listen, I think if he dives into that realm, you're absolutely right. But I just say we're kind of keeping this thing going by giving all this attention to this guy who's just an ass to all these people around.
It's great. I mean, it's great. Let's be honest, right? He's gone off the deep end. How often do you get to see an actor caught on camera yelling right there?
It's not quite Charlie Sheen.
Mel Gibson? Yeah, I mean, come on.
Mel Gibson, those audio tapes about his wife.
It's crazy.
Don't you remember about 2 years ago there was like a new audio tape coming out about once a week?
I felt so filthy that I couldn't even listen to them.
Oh, I could not get enough. I wanted one tape to be released every day for like a year just to have something to look forward to.
First thing he was doing when he was
yes. Except 365 days. I wanted way more than 12.
I will say that I'm impressed that we had 1,100 comments, though, on FF Weekend, because sometimes people get confused. Fox and Friends and FF Weekend, we have separate pages.
Totally separate. Don't get
separate accountants,
those guys.
Too.
Yeah, that's right.
That's it. After the show. Done. See you next week.
See you, everyone.